Oh, God. We is so. Oh my God, me and you both are just like not here today.
It's just been.
It's one of those
tiring.
days.
Like it's almost like the end of the first semester, and I'm just like, all I want to do is chill. Like, I'm tired.
Hold on. I cannot hear you. You keep popping out.
I don't know why.
You know what? Let's do the conference call, but we don't have to do video. Okay? I'm gonna conference call you. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Here you go. I'll give you a video.
Eyes here.
Eyes here. Okay, cool. But we ain't doing video today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's good, Terrence? See, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, I bet the boardrooms are just having a party with beer and money. You going here? We got inside scoop on the boardroom. Most of it's pretty boring, but a good portion of it is good information for people, for gamers, and I should say consumers first. Should know we're consumers first, then gamers. So just as a heads up. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get started and whatnot. But so welcome back, y'all. I know we haven't.
Yeah, you're cutting out now.
It's been busy. I literally just, huh?
I said you're kind of cutting out now.
Oh no, she got cut off. What happened?
I don't know what is going on with the connection here, but you're cutting off as well.
Okay, so we're both cutting off. This is fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying. This is hella fun. Let's just try to soldier through it, if anything.
Yeah.
Right now, Discord really. Anyway, I'll just say on my part, and then you say your part. And if you get cut off, I guess you guys are gonna have to bounce between us. But for the most part, I've been kind of like, not really in tune with gaming and internet culture, any of that stuff for the last week or so, because it can get on your nerves.
Yeah.
It can be very annoying, and sometimes you just want to be left the hell alone, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what I've been gaming on, if most of you have been following me, I tried out a demo for the Persona 3 and Persona 5 dancing Star Night and dancing Moonlight. Dancing in Moonlight and stuff. And it was an interesting demo, because you know me and my rhythm games.
Yeah.
I tend to be pretty decent at them. Not great, but I'm decent. And when I was playing this game, I was having a hard time figuring this thing out. The mechanics is tripping me up, and I was mad as hell. And I was like, fuck this game, it's trash, I'm not getting it. But eventually I soldiered through, figured out the controls. It's a game that's a lot more challenging than I'm used to as far as rhythm games are concerned. And rhythm games, for the most part, have their challenges, but they're not like out of the norm of possibility. But this one is trying me, so we'll see about it. I think I still want to get it, but it'll be a while before I pick it up. Probably won't be day one.
Yeah.
As for other games, I'm still playing Dragalia Lost on mobile. It's probably one of two games that I play on mobile now, because I deleted one of my other ones, and I'm probably gonna delete another one because for whatever reason, when I went to go and try and play the other game, my information was just gone, and I had to reset the game. It's just not there. It's just, I went in to sign in, and it was like, yeah, you're a new beginner, and I'm like, the hell I am. Where's my shit?
I hate when that happens.
So that's something that I just wanted to bring to your attention about mobile gaming, is that there's no way to save your freaking stuff. They do have like data transfer files and stuff, but if you don't set up the data transfer, which I didn't get around to doing, so now I contacted the company and they contacted me and stuff. So they're doing an investigation to try to find my files, but it's like I started a new file, and now my new file has way better, stuff than the previous one. So it's like, do I even want that shit back? But it's whatever. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But what you been gaming on, or what you been doing with yourself, Mia?
I haven't really been gaming. Y'all know how it is. #Teacher life. But
been working.
last week, Activision Blizzard gave away Destiny for free. I played that for a little bit, but I haven't really been able to like play it, cause.
Well, I can't wait till we listen to this thing, cause that's gonna tie into that.
I'm very tired, and I barely have time to do what I want. But as far as what I've been doing, I have been reading a little bit of this book series. I don't know, for those of you guys who follow me on Twitter and Facebook, you guys know that I'm a big fan of this book series called the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. So it is a 4-book series, and I'm currently on book 2. And it's really good, man. Like, whenever I do have time, you know, I might read like a chapter or 2 before I go to bed. Because that's like real chill and relaxing, especially when you be like super tired after a long day. I'm excited because I'm such a nerd. I freaking bought an Amazon Fire HD tablet yesterday, or the other day. That'll be here tomorrow, so I can read more books. Because you know, I don't know if y'all know this, but if you have an Amazon subscription, you get free books with your sub through Amazon Prime. So I'm gonna be racking them up and reading them free books and taking advantage of my subscription outside of just shipping and stuff. Because I do use it for like video streaming and stuff like that too. So yeah, you get free books with it too. And there's also a couple of comics that's free on Prime Reading as well. Like, there's a couple of Marvel comics that are free on that joint. So if you have Amazon Prime and you kind of want to, you know, low-key get into comics without much of a, you know, monetary investment, extra monetary investment anyway, I would definitely recommend that for sure. Anyway, I've been a nerd, man. I've been reading books.
That's fine. Getting into some other form of media.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into like reading and junk. So
I've been getting back into my anime.
Yeah,
my anime and my Korean dramas.
It's always good to have more than one hobby. Like, cause if gaming is dry, I can go read comics. When comics is dry, I can go play games or read a book. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have more than one hobby. Yeah. Only thing about having more than one hobby though is that means you got to spend more money.
It depends on what. Yeah, it's true.
Well, I guess it depends on if you ain't shame like us.
But like, see, we the struggle life over here. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you ain't part of the struggle life, then you know you probably won't be spending no money. But
yeah, if you part of the struggle life, you learn how to cut corners.
Okay.
Very very minor cheddar, if any at all. So.
Yeah. What animes you been watching? I don't really watch anime, but there's people watching that, you know, who I know they watch anime and stuff. Like, you want to talk about what you've been watching? Recommendations for people out there who watch anime?
Mostly, like, it's been a minute. Like, it's been a few weeks since I actually been watching anime, but that's what I went back to recently. I finished up My Hero Academia. I was recently watching Overlord, which was an interesting one. Dude Don't Play. It's like, just to give you a little context on it, it's a dude who's stuck in an MMO RPG type of deal online, kind of like Sword Art Online, but way better. And he's basically stuck in the game, and he's the last remaining survivor in the game or something. He's stuck in the game somehow, and he has like all these like special NPCs that came to life. Like, they have a mind of their own, and they listen to him, and he's like this super overpowered, like, you know, dude and stuff. And so he's running around, you know, in this new world, this new realm, saving people and at the same time being a villain. So he's both the hero of a particular type of people and a villain to other people. So it's really weird, because what it is he's using two names, and some people think of him as a villain and others are thinking of him as a pure you know, as their savior and stuff. So it's like, it's really weird, because the way that all the different characters interact and stuff, they're all connected to him and his fuckery.
Yeah.
It's good. It's pretty cool, and he don't care about nobody. He be killing everybody, humans, everyone. Because he treats it like it's a video game, obviously. So he doesn't think anybody's really real people. So when he's killing, you know, all these different races and humans and whatnot, he's just like, I don't care.
Because it's like really a game to him,
because
right?
it's a game to him, yeah. So he doesn't know if they're real or not. So they all have emotions and things going on.
That's wild. That sounds tight,
like,
though.
It's really good. It's real good because he don't care. He kills a lot of people.
Yeah. That sounds tight, though, low key.
So
that sounds tight.
There's that game. Obviously I was finishing up on Attack on Titan. And I watched Black Clover. I know there's people out there who have a problem with Black Clover, but it's good and it's bad. It's one of those animes where it's like a guilty pleasure anime. It's not really meant to be. It's not good, but when it's good, it's so good. It's the fucking weirdest thing. I'll tell you that. It's like really, like the main character is annoying as all hell. Like trust and believe, he's freaking annoying. Yeah. But when he's really in his zone and he's really doing, you know, his business, oh my god, he's a badass. Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's one of your it's basically your cliche Naruto type.
See, I wish I could get more in the anime, but I don't know. Just I don't know. I don't know what it is about anime. I just really can't get it.
It's a preferred taste. Yeah. It's not something it's not for everyone. It's a preferred taste. Because trust me, if it wasn't for Sailor Moon and it wasn't for Ronin Warriors back in the day, I probably, and for Dragon Ball Z, I probably never would have gotten into it.
Like the only animes that I really just like watched and got like super invested in is of course like Yu Yu Hakusho and Full Metal Alchemist. Like Full Metal Alchemist made me look at life different. Like it was so like that storytelling was so good. You saw the original Full Metal Alchemist. I saw Full Metal Alchemist and I saw Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I watched both.
Okay, good. I was gonna say like you might like Brotherhood.
Nah, I like different elements of each. Like I like about. I didn't like how the first one ended because it kind of ended kind of like crazy. It was kind of bland. It was kind of whatever. But like I like how like because like a lot of the stuff that happens in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like they kind of give you more like snippets. Yeah, if you have more information. But like because like in the first one, like they kind of go into more detail about like certain situations that happen. Yeah, like the first one was more detailed in the story aspects, but then it had a lot. But that ending,
and then Brotherhood had a good ending.
Yeah, Brotherhood was just like that anime. Like every episode gave me chills. Like it really sent me on like an emotional roller coaster from happy to sad to joyful to mad. You know what I'm saying? Like the storytelling was just so good. Like I felt for those characters. But to be fair, like I say that I haven't really been able to get into anime, but to be fair, I don't really go out of my way to neither. I just don't care.
And that's fine.
But
yeah, that's fine. You'll I mean, if you feel like sitting down and watching an anime, you will. And if you don't, you know, it is what it is.
Maybe one day. Yeah, because like
it's like I have to be in the mood for it.
Right.
You know, like for me, like I am an anime fan, but like sometimes I'm just like, it's the same old anime. If you've seen one, you've seen them all, and they haven't really been very innovative as of late. And that's how I'm kind of feeling with gaming. Actually, to be honest. Yeah. I'll say this: all sorts of media today, in today's day and age, is really getting bland and boring and recycled, and I'm over it.
Yeah, I feel you. Man, I mean, maybe one day I'll get into anime. Like, it took me a long time to actually get into comics. Like, I'm not gonna force myself, but what I'm saying is, like, sometimes, like, I go through, like, modes. Like, it took me a long time to get into comic books. Like, I've always known about, like, that they existed,
it took me a while to get back into comic books. I haven't been into them like you are. Like, it's been...
But to be fair, comic books is also new to me, though. Like, I've only been reading comics for maybe, like, 3-4 years, but you've been reading comics since you were a little bitty, so it's different for you because right now comic books are still kind of like uncharted territory for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I can understand. So it's gonna take a little bit for you to kind of dive in, but you've been doing good on your own for more than other people. They get in and they be like, I can't. It's not, comic books to me is not about keeping up. It's about what is more interesting as far as the story is concerned for you. And I never played the catch-up game when it came to comic books. I always played the what stories I liked game.
Right.
I would find out where the story starts and I would just stick with that story. I don't care about what's going on you know, all the newer, you know, stuff coming out, and I would stick with those. And that was my thing with X-Men. I always kept up with the stories. I'm mad my dad got rid of my freaking comic books. So I had
Man, you probably had some fire in your collection.
I had some very valuable comic books.
You could have been a baller.
I'm mad about it. And I told him specifically, I told my dad, do not, for whatever reason, when you move or you do whatever, these comic books stay in this box. They don't come out. You don't sniff on them. You don't give them to nobody. You just leave them the freaking in the box. Please and thank you. You already threw away my video games. Please leave my comic books alone. Did not listen.
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah. I had the wedding of Jean Grey and Cyclops. That is a very,
I bet you that's
rare one.
Like that's money now.
That is a very rare one, and I'm mad about it.
That's that's messed up, man. Yeah.
Oh, I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
So I guess we can go ahead and jump into this real, you know, our little topics and kind of talk about stuff. Well, you got that video I showed? I told you.
Are we gonna like watch like the whole thing?
We're gonna go through it, but I don't think we need to watch all of it. I just want people to actually listen to some of what's going on with.
Do you have
they
like?
gotta hear it.
Do you have like the timestamps?
I'll give you time. Yeah, I'm gonna give you timestamps and everything and all that.
Oh,
so that
okay.
Because I'm gonna pause. We'll talk about something. Then I'll give you a timestamp for something else.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So for right now, Prima Games, the guys who make the strategy guides are about to be bouncing in 2019. Y'all, stay la vie.
People don't buy game guides no more, man.
They don't buy game guides, and that's just it's telling of the industry and the shift in the industry. We're doing a lot more digital stuff.
Yeah.
We're not getting very much physical stuff. And I was watching a video from Review Tech USA, and he came up with a very interesting point that, like, yeah, we're gonna go toward, yeah, people are doing digital, and digital is the thing, but whatever happened to just like giving your money and getting actual physical something item back? You know, like, are we really willing to like lose that? You know, I don't know, because me and you, we both come from, you know, going to the store, you put down your money, you get a game, and then inside was a little pamphlet. Maybe
it still blows my mind that we don't have game manuals anymore.
Well, because they're getting rid of they do not want to spend money on that kind
I mean, like, I get it, but it's like, it's still, like, when I open a case and it's, like, empty, I'm just like, okay.
It's just so, and you know what's even more annoying about it? You open a fucking, okay, hold on, let me see this. You open a fucking manual, right? You open the thing, and they have this shit right here. See, I'm showing my peoples. They have these little prongs on the inside, and you can't put nothing in it. Well, this game actually
Sax, that is actually so true. Like, I don't know anybody who does that anymore.
Like, why you got a little prong inside your thing? Like, you gonna have some paperwork in there. The only paperwork we get today is like some advertisements and shit.
Right.
Like, please get out of here. But Prima's gone, and it's I don't know if it'll be missed because
people don't buy game guides.
They don't buy those game guides. I used to buy them because it was a collector's type of deal with me. Mostly, I would buy the Zelda guides.
Yeah.
And the Smash Brother guides, even though
they usually have Sapphire art and stuff to go with it.
Yeah. So that's what I would use them for, like maybe Mario World type of things and stuff like that. But for the most part, I never bought them to like actually use them because I have a Xenoblade Chronicles X one still. It had beautiful art in it, but it was useless. When I tried to use it, I read it. I was like, "This is useless."
Because didn't you get like the special collection or whatever?
Yeah,
like
I had gotten a special edition. I got a special edition, and it came with the little Prima guide and all that stuff. But that guide was trash. It had great art, but it was trash.
I got the regular game because I was like, I'm not gonna like this game this much to get no special edition. Boy, was I wrong.
We're not getting into that.
We could literally talk about that for a whole podcast.
Yeah. But I just went online. I was like, let me go online, and I learned all about the game online.
Yes.
And all that stuff. So
oh man,
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel you. That's how we did a lot of that stuff for that game.
So some fuckery going on downstairs. I have no control over it, you guys. So whatever you hear downstairs, I have no control over it. Hey guys in the chat, say hello in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all. What is this trash, or why is it here? Oh no. So the next thing on our unfortunate list of things going on in the gaming world is that we're losing Final Fantasy DLC canceled as director leaves Square Enix. What? Why? What's going on in the industry, y'all? These types of things that are telling.
Yeah.
There's
maybe there's some like
shutting down.
Maybe there's some like creative differences or something. Because wasn't it like
he did want to do a project. Too.
Wasn't it like a big to do with Final Fantasy 15 anyway? With like
I don't know. There's a lot of back and forth and trying to figure out how to set it up and stuff, and then
that game was in development for a minute.
Yeah, and then Hajime came in and put it back on track, and it's a good game. And then now he's just like, I just want to leave and do my own thing. So, you know, I wish them all, you know, well and whatnot, but I'm out. And I mean, that's cool. I prefer more developers to kind of branch away from these you know, I guess, what are they, publishers and stuff, and kind of try their own thing from time to time. We're losing a lot of creativity.
Because it's the publishers who are doing all the nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand they got, you know, they got a business they got to take care of, so it is what it is. But like, they're squashing a lot of the development, creative talent in the process just to meet, you know, quarter finals and all this other stuff, and just to get the game out on during certain quarters and all these other things. So that's unfortunate. So just to kind of give context for what we're doing today, I don't want this to be too long, but I do want people to hear what's going on inside, like the boardrooms and the investors meetings with you know, industry. And this is Activision Blizzard's conference call, and this guy that's on my screen right now, I don't even know his name, Asmongold or whatever. He basically made a fake account, you know, business account, or I guess investors account, to get in on the phone call. Do not know how he did it, but he just made it. He made a little thing. I'm just kind of playing a little bit.
To be clear, he made a fake business account to listen in on an Activision Blizzard conference call.
Yes, he did this. Which is genius in my opinion. I think that's pretty cool. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I don't have a boss to do it, because I don't need no companies trying to sue me just to listen in on their stuff. But it's at the beginning, they just kind of go over some stuff and talk numbers and stuff, and it's just kind of a good idea to get in here and kind of listen to see what it is, the, you know, game industry in general, because we can't say that they all think this way, but for the most part they all have the same mindset: make more money. You know, it's bottom line. It's at the beginning that he just kind of gets in here. Hopefully you guys can hear this. If you can't hear it, let me know.
Where should I start it?
Yeah, you could just hold on. I'm just trying to wait till it gets to this one part real quick. He's just making a fake account in the beginning. Let's see. He calls himself Jeffrey.
Where's the timestamp?
Okay, so the first timestamp is 1:15.
1:15?
Yeah, I have it paused right now. Hold on. Can you guys heard any of that? A bit shady. He said a bit shady. All right, I'm gonna press start in a second. Let me know when you get to 1:15.
All right, I'm at 1:15.
All right, play.
Measures exclude the impact of expenses.
Now, the person in the background talking are the people in Activision Blizzard.
Where's other stuff?
Including legal fees, costs.
This is accounting.
Ignore this dude.
That's generally accepted accounting principles.
He won't talk too much.
Restructuring charges.
That's GAAP.
The associated tax benefits of these excluded items.
I'm trying to see. Hold on.
Certain significant discrete tax.
When are they going to talk about how many subs WoW has?
These non-GAAP measures are not intended to be considered in isolation from, as a substitute for, or superior to our GAAP results. We encourage investors to consider all.
Okay. Just let yours play. I'm gonna find the other timestamp real quick. Give me a minute.
Which is posted on www.activisionblizzard.com for a full GAAP to non-GAAP reconciliation.
Okay, so
we'll wait here for like a minute and see if there's anything else that comes out of this.
PowerPoint overview,
2:15.
and which
Like,
will be
just kind of
posted
move
to
it
the
forward
website
to
following the call.
2:15 real quick.
Okay.
In addition, we will be posting a financial
2:15.
overview highlighting both
Yes.
GAAP and non-GAAP results.
Bliss Vision
and
is
a
high
one-page
and drunk
summary.
on money. They
And
love
now
their
I'd like to
party
introduce our
money. What?
CEO, Bobby.
Okay, it's on
Okay.
2:15.
Thank you all for
Okay,
joining us
ready,
today.
go.
Okay.
Our results for the third quarter exceed.
Oh shoot, buffering.
Oh no. Well, just listen.
I can't. It's buffering.
Okay, I stopped mine for now. Just we should have did this on Rabbit. I wasn't thinking. Oh shit. We could have did this on
Why
Rabbit.
don't you just do it now?
You want to do it on Rabbit? Okay.
Yeah.
hold on. Do I even still have Rabbit up? Rabbit?
If you can't make one, then I can make one.
Okay.
So what we just heard, could you sum that up for the people?
Hold on. We didn't hear anything, actually. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I gotta do this off screen. I don't want people looking at my shit. Hold on. I'm just setting up my thing again, I guess. Allow.
Look at Nia, I hear getting his pan. What does that even mean?
Pause the thing. Pause the video.
I can't watch it right now.
It's not loading.
I clicked off so that I could go to Rabbit.
Oh, okay. How do you
It's
set
cool.
up
I
the
can
thing
make a room and just give you the remote.
Okay.
Okay. I wish we had like
What?
intermission music.
I know the.
That's funny.
Ain't that like
We
that
need
elevator?
we need like elevator music or something.
that intermission music. What is the name of that music? The one
What
where
is
they
this
do
here?
that?
Let me make sure.
Elevator music?
Okay, no, it's not on.
I don't know. That's
know
what
what this
is.
people usually call
it
it.
says.
All right, let me
I
give
think
you
I
the
have to
link
put
to
in-
my RAM.
Wait, my name and like my email.
Okay,
Do I need to
sending
do
it
that?
to
Are you doing that?
you.
I'm looting it right now.
You doing that in
Relax.
Discord?
See, I'm doing this in Discord. Yes.
Okay, send it to me. I'm down here.
Okie
Hold on.
dokie. And
Hold
all of a
on,
sudden,
guys.
me and Coupon have like accents out of nowhere.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna give you the remote when you get in here because I don't know where to go.
This room is locked. Okay, but it won't.
Hold on, let me what am I saying? Friends only. All right, I changed it to friends only. There she is. Now I'm gonna pass you the remote.
Am I in here? Cause I don't see.
It said you were in here and then you bounced. I don't know what happened.
I'm not in here. It's.
Oh, maybe it said you were online.
It just says I'm online. Maybe you need to still.
Let me see if I can invite you in here.
Yeah, please do. Give us 1 minute.
Coupon.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go. Let me
So there you are. Okay, so you should have the remote. You have the
Okay,
ability
yeah.
to press play and all that.
in. Okay, cool. Oh, you already have it open? Cool.
See.
You already have it. See. So.
What?
See.
See.
Oh,
Saw.
make a fake one.
Okay, pause that. Okay. I just wanted to see.
I'm gonna try to put it on the screen so you guys can see it as well.
See.
See.
We
Saw.
saw. We
Oh
see,
snap.
See. Okay, we're gonna make it bigger.
Let's see.
Okay, so,
Window capture.
Okay, I'm gonna give her a minute to get her. Oh no, that's too far. What
Is
the hell?
Bugs Bunny in charge of the rabbit site? There's not enough hijinks for that to be the case. Unfortunately.
That's what EJ asked. Okay, ready? Hold on, let me see. Let me see where we were at.
At 2:15.
Non-GAAP financial.
Yeah. Okay, now we gotta be quiet because I don't know how loud this. Yeah, it's not that loud in the background. Whatever. Okay, so listen in for a minute and then.
Exclude the impact of expenses related to stock-based compensation, the amortization of intangible assets and expenses related to acquisition.
Where's the other stuff?
Including legal fees, costs.
This is
expenses, and
accounting.
accruals, expenses related to
That's
debt
generally
financing.
accepted.
Oh my God, I didn't want to go that far.
Audience
Jesus.
investment.
Okay.
52 minutes per day.
Whatever,
playing
just right here.
Activision, Blizzard, and King games.
That's a lot.
Our unique advantage is the ability to create the most compelling interactive and spectator entertainment based on our own franchises, combined with our direct digital connection to hundreds of millions of customers in over 190 countries.
Okay.
With these competitive advantages, we continue to connect and engage the world through epic entertainment.
Epic
Very
entertainment.
few companies are able to consistently deliver compelling content to hundreds of millions of customers.
True.
Viewers still can provide their audiences with flexible methods of payment for that content. For our hundreds of millions of customers, we now offer content on phones, computers, and video game consoles.
Phones. There we go.
Subscription.
There you go. They doing on phones.
I don't see what the big deal is, to be honest.
I don't have a problem with phones, but like if that's all they're
sales, digital advertising.
Okay.
And of course, we still
Try to
sell
get
our
to-
products through tens of thousands of stores around the world.
What about WoW?
Yeah.
As an example,
That's later,
of the
dude. Shut
breadth of
up.
our capabilities, we launched
WoW's
Call of
later.
Duty Black Ops 4 on
Okay, here you
October
go.
12th.
Wow.
Ordinarily, we launch new Call of Duty titles this week in November, but we believe holiday customers, of which there are millions, will benefit from more players in the game earlier.
Okay, so my thing with the whole holiday, like, obviously we know that game companies are trying to get more retention through the holiday by selling through the holidays, but it's like people only have so much money to spend between like between October and December, and it's just so filled up with so many games that a lot of games just get overlooked, smaller games too at that. I think it's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Ugh. But let me see what they're talking about, because I think I want to skip this part and go forward.
That means that they intentionally...
Spectator viewing is higher than ever before. As a franchise, Call of Duty has now generated more revenue than the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the box office.
What? Call of Duty has generated more than Marvel? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And double that of the cumulative box office of Star Wars.
Wow.
We have an exciting future plan for Call of Duty
a big number.
players, including our new Call of Duty professional player opportunities, and lots of exciting new content in 2019 and beyond.
Well, that's good. I thought it was going to suck.
We remain focused on the two growth drivers of our business that we believe present meaningful revenue and engagement upside.
Okay.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that dude's live thing. I wish this was just the people,
in
but...
new and growing franchise engagement models. We're pleased with our early momentum in areas like our advertising initiatives, which continue to exceed our plans, as revenues grew almost 50% sequentially. And we are further strengthening our leadership position in esports, having now sold 20 teams globally for the Overwatch League at substantially higher prices because of league.
Alright, so let's skip that. I just wanted to go. See, I'm scared this thing is gonna like do that. Fucking A. Stop it.
On our third growth driver, the expansion of our franchises onto mobile.
Okay, here
we know that many of the most successful mobile games today are based on intellectual property originally created for consoles and
like Command and Conquer.
As an example, we've seen this ourselves with Hearthstone, where the fan base grew significantly when we added the mobile platform to a game that isn't even yet fully optimized for mobile success.
Because it was a mobile game.
Mobile remains the largest and fastest growing platform for gaming in the world. And while King is a clear leader in mobile, we're still investing in Activision and Blizzard franchises for mobile release.
So because they're the Candy Crush, the King section and Candy Crush and stuff was making a lot of money, they want to try to expand with their other franchises to be more mobile, to be on mobile, so they can, I guess, you know, obviously to make more money and all that stuff. So that's what that part is.
Activision is collaborating with Tencent on Call of Duty Mobile.
What?
What? Action franchise
I didn't hear that part before.
The largest gaming market.
Yeah, they're partnering with Tencent for Call of Duty Mobile.
Is anybody gonna be playing Call of Duty on mobile? Question mark. Answer me in the chat. I just need to know. Answer me in the chat. Her chat, my chat, someone's chat.
Pointed out, Call of Duty is already one of the most successful entertainment franchises in history. And last week, Blizzard announced Diablo Immortal, which will bring this tentpole franchise to a mobile audience.
Oh, sorry, I keep doing that.
While fan reaction was muted to the announcement, players' hands-on experience at BlizzCon confirmed what we believe, which is that Diablo Mobile will be a very well-received game when it releases, and players are...
That's very interesting how they're just like, you know, even though fans were muted to the you know, to the announcement of Diablo, he just kind of brushes it aside and says, "Oh, but by the way, there's people who played the game and they received it well, so it'll do fine."
Around the
world
will love it.
Just ignore the
two of
fan?
the many mobile initiatives underway across Activision and Blizzard. And King Mobile expertise is now being shared throughout the company, so our beloved PC and console franchises can expand their reach.
What?
Lastly, on our fourth driver, in new and growing franchise engagement models, Overwatch League is already well into planning its second season.
Overwatch League is
We are
annoying to me,
actively
but whatever.
examining how the league model and infrastructure will be applied to Call of Duty and other franchises.
Four key growth
Our
drivers,
advertising business
that's
continues
what
to
this
grow
is.
profitably.
Okay.
Exceeding our plans, while net bookings are still relatively small, they grew almost 50% quarter on quarter. While
Okay.
investment in these new initiatives is growing, we are confident in the value they will create for our fans and for.
All right, so we can skip this part because that was just I just wanted to hear a little bit of where's the other? Oh, there it is right there. Damn it, go back. I don't know why it keeps going all the way to the
3.4 million units. Engagement grew sharply quarter on.
Okay, hold on, we missed something. Dude, I just want to go back a little bit.
Users declined, although PvE modes.
Okay, here we go. This thing is finicky. It won't let me like.
On 5 years of learning in Candy with new modes, collection mechanics, and 3D visuals that make the Candy Crush characters and our owned IP more prominent, and the game really fun to play. Candy Friends targets the over 500 million people
Candy
who
Crush,
played Candy Crush over the last 5 years.
It's all about Candy Crush.
And the innovation and accessibility of Friends should be particularly appealing.
I mean,
we're not focused on Candy Crush Friends to win back former players and entice new players. The game is off to a strong
Get to
start,
the other
reaching
portion
top
of it.
the iPhone game download charts in 93 countries.
Okay.
And while still early, retention and monetization trends are very positive, and the game is on pace to drive
monetization
growth
trends
for the Candy franchise in 2000.
The Candy franchise.
At Blizzard, monthly active users were 37 million, consistent with the prior quarter. Overwatch monthly active users were broadly stable quarter over quarter.
Stable.
Okay.
Hearthstone monthly active users declined, although PvE modes again attracted strong engagement.
There. So, with Overwatch, people are leaving in droves now. I could attest to that being in that Overwatch community. But because of their usual, their special events and stuff, people will come back to see what's going on. And during BlizzCon, obviously they announced a new hero, so there are people coming back to see what's going on with the new hero. But generally speaking, they still have balancing issues and other things going on and stuff in the game that are just like constantly sending people away, even if they do come back for like a few minutes or for a few weeks or so for events and stuff. So I don't know what they plan on doing about that. They didn't really speak on it when I was breezing through this, but I just kind of want to bring that to your attention, just in case anybody cared. But yeah, all right.
Still
to add new players, with the franchise reaching 100 million players to date since its launch.
Okay.
So yeah,
all right.
they're trying to get more players.
World of Warcraft: Battle for Azeroth launched on August 14th and set a day one franchise record by selling through more than 3.4 million units. Engagement grew sharply quarter on quarter, and the expansion saw strong participation in value-added services.
I can't wait till they talk about Destiny. Hold on. It's so good.
Next year, Blizzard will celebrate World of Warcraft's 15th anniversary with events both in and out of the game.
Strong.
This includes the highly anticipated release of World of Warcraft Classic, available as part of the franchise subscription.
Well, they already announced that the other
Activision
year.
monthly active users were 46 million, up sequentially from Q2. This sequential growth was driven by Destiny's expansion Forsaken and by new Reach initiatives, which grew Destiny monthly active users.
Value added from in-game services. Did you hear he said that?
And while Forsaken is a high-quality,
I'm not listening.
Oh, I forgot about that other dude in the back. He ain't listening.
We should.
And there's still work to do.
This is what they're actually thinking.
All right, so let's see.
Then in October, Activision saw step change growth in its monthly active users following the very successful launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Building from the foundation of Black Ops 3, which was the highest grossing game in Call of Duty franchise history, Black Ops 4 is off to a strong start. With creative innovation across all modes of play, including Blackout, which we see as the ultimate AAA Battle Royale experience.
Yeah.
What are they saying 6 million for?
The first 3 weeks is pacing ahead of Black Ops 3.
Uh-huh.
PC sell-through more than 3 times higher, and a significant shift to full game downloads.
The hell are they doing?
Total active users in the first 3 weeks are up 16% over Black Ops 3 with strong growth across all modes, and engagement in hours played is up over 20%.
All right, so I just wanted to pause and I'm going to move it forward some more. Don't worry, we're not going to just sit and listen to all of it. I'm going to move it forward. But like the whole key word that I keep hearing is player engagement, player engagement, player engagement. Like they just want you guys to be engaged in their game, but they're not worried about the game actually being fun and worth our time. So something to think about.
Content to drive stronger engagement and in-game revenue
Again.
generation.
Okay.
Black Ops 4 is a great example of how successful we can be when we focus on improving engagement in our franchises.
Engagement.
We made the game even more engaging with active users and hours of engagement up sharply versus Black Ops 3.
That's good.
With Black Ops 3, that engagement translated into significantly higher in-game revenues. We hope to further that opportunity with Black Ops 4. So if we continue to execute, strong in-game revenue and monetization should follow. In summary, while there is still execution risk in the year, we're pleased with the results of our recent major content releases of World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, and Call of Duty. And we are excited by the momentum behind engagement and live operations we see in some of our most critical franchises. We remain focused on improving our live ops revenue, engagement, and in-game performance across all our franchises. We continue to execute on our promising mobile initiatives and expand our franchises through new engagement models, including esports and advertising. Spence will now review the financial results in more detail.
Thanks, Cody. Today I'll review our Q3 2018 results.
All right, I don't know if this is the one I cared about or not. Let me see real quick. And
review the quarter.
This is what they're going to do with WoW.
Results. At Activision, Q3 segment revenue was $397 million. Key contributors were Call of Duty digital in-game revenue and Destiny 2 for
the third quarter stuff.
Although the latter underperformed our expectations.
Okay.
Segment operating profit of $112 million was lower year over year versus a quarter that included the Destiny 2 full game launch and continued benefits from the Q2 2017 release of Black Ops Zombies downloadable content
WoW's carrying Blizzard.
and Crash Bandicoot. Blizzard grew segment revenue 20% year over year, driven by World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. This offset lower revenue for Overwatch and Hearthstone, with the latter facing a tough comp against the record launch of the Knights of the Frozen.
Overwatch and Hearthstone is not making as much money as it used to, and World of Warcraft is keeping them up. Call of Duty is keeping up Activision side of things, while Destiny is failing. Just in case anybody is not sure what's going on, but we're gonna skip forward because I don't care about Candy Crush and all that shit. Oh wait, hold on, what's this? Oh wait, no, that's the part that was like they're talking numbers. That was the boring part. Let's go to the questions.
And I could be more honored to.
Okay, so here are the questions. This is the good part.
Okay, we'll wait for the Q&A.
Our business remains strong.
I might get a commercial in a minute.
Franchises.
Here we go.
We're focused on driving strong engagement and in-game performance across our entire portfolio, and we'll continue to make progress in our mobile expansion and new.
Mostly all the other stuff is just financial talks and how much money they made, and everything, which is a lot.
Growth pillars while maintaining the fiscal discipline that our shareholders expect.
Okay.
And we continue to see opportunities across the entire landscape of interactive entertainment. Well, now we'll open the call up for Q&A.
Okay, cool. Q&A. So, questions.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to signal for a question, please do so by pressing the star key
he
followed
wanted
by
so
the
badly
digit 1
to
on
call,
your
but he
touch-tone
was
telephone.
like so scared.
If you are using a speakerphone, please make sure that your mute function is turned off to allow your signal to reach our equipment. Again, that is star 1 to signal for a question. And we'll take the first question from Tim O'Shea of Jefferies.
Yes, so thank you for taking my question. Just wondering if you could update us on the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 launch and maybe with an update on how that game is performing post-launch. Thank you.
Oh.
Sure, hey, Tim.
That guy's pissed. Listen to how he's talking.
Well, we're confident and we're energized by the performance of Black Ops 4.
Confident,
the launch,
energized.
Is off to a strong start on both console.
What a bad answer.
On both console and PC. As Bobby said, there's a lot more time left now, given the decision we made to launch it earlier in the holiday window and the gift window, which we think is a good opportunity for players to come in and kind of join this highly engaging game.
Basically, he has a non-answer, and he's basically saying that they're confident in what they provide the gamers, but they're going to continue to monetize. Actually, is what he says. Hold on a minute.
Also related to that,
oh my God, can I like? I don't like how this thing works. You still there, Nia? You fell asleep on me.
I'm here.
Okay. Hold on.
And overall engagement, again, versus both the prior title and Black Ops 3 is up over 20%. So that kind of first period of building that deep engagement block of players that really want to come in and play is off to a good start. But we built it, as we've said on multiple occasions, for long-lasting engagement. We doubled down on multiplayer and zombies, which are already strong engagement drivers, and we added to that the kind of content and progression and system designs that you see in there to kind of give replayability and content for months and years to come. And we added Blackout, which is a deeply appealing mode, particularly for those who are looking for that kind of AAA battle royale experience.
That's why they took out the story mode. For most people were pissed off about Black Ops, and they took out story mode so they can supplement it with your battle royale mode because they wanted to get in on the the craze. Obviously, we knew that, but there it is from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
So the next step is just to continue to build out on the live system operations, the design, and really what is happening now, the kind of live engagement or responding to players and seeing where they go and building services and features that
do it.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, next question. I think that was
But I've really been a fan of their games my entire life.
What? Is this that jackass that was just talking through his ass?
And I could be more honored to take on the role.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, he was asked. It's the guy who just took over the company, I guess, recently. Let me back it up a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Yes, and our next question will come from Colin Sebastian of Robert W. Baird.
Great, thank you. I guess I'd like to focus a little bit on the leadership transition of Blizzard, and if you could put a finer point on what we should expect to see change and what should stay the same, and also related to that, if you could provide a little more color on the pipeline and from Blizzard. Thank you.
That's a good question.
This is Jay. I'd like to just kind of start off by saying that Blizzard is a hugely storied studio, and I could be more honored to take on the role. I think Blizzard's focus is always going to be on delivering quality gameplay first, and we have a strong culture of values, and we want to create more content and deliver more games, and we think that's going to lead to more players, more engagement, and it's going to lead to more business, great business results.
Operator, can we have the next question, please?
Okay.
Certainly. Our next question will come from Raymond Stoschel of Consumer Edge Research.
Oh, Raymond. All right. What's up, Raymond?
Great. Thanks for taking my question. How should we think about King's pipeline and your efforts in mid-core mobile titles versus your historical success in more casual titles? Thanks.
Oh, no, that's actually, that's good.
Hi, Ray. It's Ricardo here. So when I think about our development efforts, our focus is first of all on casual and our franchises.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to pause that. So they're focusing on the casuals, and we know casuals mostly are, generally speaking, are mobile players. They play on the mobile devices for the most part, and so they're trying to focus on engaging casual crowds on mobile, and then broadening, I guess, their reach from there. So they've kind of pulled away from the hardcore crowd, the console and PC crowd, to go toward the casual mobile crowd. At least that's what I'm getting from this little thing here.
And in particular on Candy Crush, since it's our largest franchise.
I don't care about Candy Crush. Next question. But that's essentially what I got from that.
Almost over. The next one's going to be better. I just
know. Operator, can we have the next question, please?
And our next question will come from Drew Crum of Stifel.
Okay, thanks. Good afternoon, guys. You touched on this a little bit, but maybe spend a little more time on the health of the Destiny franchise. Just what you've seen in terms of engagement post the Forsaken launch.
Ooh. Sure, thanks, Drew. This is Cody. I guess I'd start by reiterating that Forsaken is a high-quality expansion of content into the universe. Honestly, some of the highest quality content we've seen in the franchise to date. And it really came out of Activision and Bungie working together to address community concerns.
I wish you would have turned off his shit.
Talking to players, meeting with key influencers, really doing a fundamental review of how to offer a deeper end game.
A question about WoW.
Greater powers and greater rewards. And the engaged players seem to be really enjoying the content. Forsaken was very well received both by reviewers and by the community, and has ongoing deep engagement by those that are playing it. Now, at BlizzCon, we announced that Destiny, the base game, is free for 2 weeks. Download it by November 18th, and you get to keep the base game forever. We did that because we want the whole community loaded up and able to play it, but also because it's a live game, and once you're in with the ongoing features and services and content, there's really deep engagement that takes place.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
And part of it was also because we have not yet seen
Stop following me. I need to do something.
Re-engage in Destiny, which has kind of led to the underperformance against our expectations to date. And some players we think are still in wait-and-see mode. So when you're in, you're deeply engaged. If you're not, we're hoping now's the time we're working to bring players back in. And
so they're trying to get them addicted.
Bungie, you still suck.
Operator, can we have the next question?
EJ. Oh wait, next question. I thought I had to move it forward.
Certainly. Our next question comes from Brian Nowak of Morgan Stanley.
It's almost over. It's almost over.
Thanks for taking my question. It's on Diablo Immortal. Can you give us a little more color on Diablo Immortal, and how should we think about the timing of that?
Hi, this is Jay. So, we've seen some interesting reaction to the announcement.
Diablo.
I think that it's clear that there's a lot of players who are eager for more Diablo PC and console content.
You think?
I think that came through loud and clear from BlizzCon. And, frankly, we feel fortunate to have a community that cares so much about that franchise. The commitment and the engagement of our community is, I think, one of the things that makes Blizzard, very special. Something that we really appreciate. And
all right, get away from the fluff.
Like to hear the plan, hear the things that they articulate as to what they want to hear next and what we can do better, frankly. Diablo is an important tentpole franchise for Blizzard Entertainment, and we have, one of the things that we've said is we have multiple teams working on multiple different projects for the Diablo community. We feel that Diablo Immortal is going to deliver a very authentic Diablo experience, and we're not going to compromise on that mission. Launching the game is only going to be the beginning. There's going to be ongoing support, and we're only going to release the game when we feel like it is meeting the community's very high standards. In the end, Diablo Immortal is going to fulfill that, and we think that people are going to experience it, and we think that they're going to love it. Regarding I think the opportunity for Diablo, and specifically on mobile, I think is the very significant opportunity. Mobile is the biggest platform in gaming today, and taking a game like mobile onto that platform in a way that is really reflecting our quality standards.
Sorry about all the noises in the background, guys.
Can open that franchise and other franchises to a global audience, including people who don't have PCs, or especially in China, where Blizzard is a very, very strong Western brand. Regarding the timing,
that's like what we were talking about yesterday.
That's something that we'll talk about as we go forward. It is very important that we release the game, and it is an excellent experience when it is released.
Okay.
Hey, one thing to add, Brian, is when we got the feedback from people who actually had the chance on a hands-on basis to play the game, it was really positive.
Crickets.
No problem. Can we have the next question, please?
Crickets.
Certainly, we'll move on to Alexia Quadrani of JP Morgan.
Hi, this is David Karnowski on for Alexia.
Accept that trade.
An update on your advertising outlook.
Shout outs to Claire Bear for blessing the stream. I appreciate you, Claire Bear.
That's what's up. Let me go back a little bit. I missed out on some of that question. Just a tape. Shout out for blessing the stream. Appreciate you.
When we got the feedback from people who actually had the...
Wait, what was the question, though? I missed it. Work with me here, y'all. You see this? I'm like clicking on this one little area and then right there. Okay, go.
Excellent experience when it is released.
Okay.
Hey,
here's the question.
When we got the feedback from people who actually had the chance on a hands-on basis to play the game.
Yeah. Okay, hurry up. I don't want to click forward because it's just gonna throw me off.
No comment.
Can we have the next question, please?
Certainly, we'll move on to Alexia Quadrani of JP Morgan.
Yay.
Hi, this is David Karnowski on for Alexia.
Accept that trade.
Just for King, can you provide an update on your advertising outlook and maybe what the contribution of ad revenue was in the quarter or year to date? Thanks.
Ads.
Okay.
More ads in our game.
So as you heard earlier from Bobby, the ads business is performing above plan in Q3.
Okay.
The team has great momentum as we head into the year end. And this is off the back of some strong progress in scaling our network and in building demand. Our ads team has worked closely with the game teams to integrate ads into the key titles.
Wait,
and
what?
In Q3,
putting ads in our games.
We made good progress in each of these areas. The number of video ad impressions on the platform nearly doubled in Q3 versus Q2. And we're seeing a strong growth in the number of advertisers committing to meaningful campaigns on our
Ads
platform,
in-game?
as well as growth in the average spend by these clients. We're now going to build on this program.
All right, whatever.
Basically
ads in-game.
In the longer term, we want to roll out the ads business also to...
Okay, I am aware of that. Hold on, I'm trying to get to this
more
last
content
question.
and updates than ever before.
What else would you say?
The expansion launch for us is another great World of Warcraft expansion.
Just how many subs does it have?
Expectations. I'm really proud of the team who,
Does anybody even play World of Warcraft around here? Like, I don't care. They're talking about World of Warcraft in the expansion.
Anyone, and we announced at BlizzCon that anyone with a World of Warcraft subscription will have access to both sort of the modern World of Warcraft as well as WoW Classic.
Thanks. Operator, can we take the next question?
That's good.
And our next question will come from Brandon Ross of BTIG.
Hi, thanks for taking the question. You mentioned earlier PC sales for Black Ops 4 were up 3 times over Black Ops 3. Any way you could give additional color on the Black Ops PC performance on Battle.net and maybe how you think about the game's future on PC? Thanks.
Sure, thanks. This is Cody. I think first it's worth stepping back to remember why we decided to make the investment in PC around Black Ops 4 in development resources.
Because of the Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
Because it's what everybody does.
And,
it's for Twitch, too.
Really 5 or 6 reasons in there. And so just to frame those, we can kind of pressure test how we're doing against them. The first is it opens up Call of Duty to a broader and more global...
But Call of Duty's been on PC for a minute, like, what the freak?
Second, the nature of the game.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that we're seeing really lend themselves to PC, particularly for multiplayer, for Battle Royale, of course.
There it is.
Third, we're now able as a company to integrate Call of Duty with the Battle.net platform, which is a big thing and very important development.
That's big.
And it's not only just a sort of compelling, best-in-class PC platform. We also have a much deeper and richer understanding of our players because they're now on our network and on our platform.
I guess that makes sense. Sure.
We think the time is right for Call of Duty, as you know, and as we've talked about, to be expanding across platforms and to be working across console and PC together. And then, obviously PC comes with better profitability, given it's entirely digital, and because it's on our platforms, the economics, accrue to us. So those are like the 5 or 6 things about why we would do this, and the investment, really does seem to be paying off. As you said, the size of our PC business, is growing multiples, which is good and a good start. And
he just keeps saying, Okay, I think this is the last question.
With influencers and streamers, but in this case, really taking it to the next level to
influencers and streamers,
the community, to bring in those influencers and streamers and kind of give broad viewership and access to what's happening.
Basically, fly in your YouTubers and streamers and their special
events. As we go forward, we think there's a lot of opportunity here.
Give them candy, cokes,
it's on our own digital platform. There's many options for us in terms of how we market it and how we price it and promote it to new audiences around the world. And so, we'll be leaning into that this quarter as we head into next year.
Yep.
That's great.
Operator, we have time for one last question.
All right.
Okay, this is the last question. Cool.
Thank you. And we'll take our final question from Evan Wingren of KeyBanc Capital Markets.
Thanks. Yeah, just wondering about the pace of digital downloads in Call of Duty, what you're seeing through the launch, and what you are expecting on a go-forward basis. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, Evan. This is Spence. I'll take this one. So as you may recall, we talked about Call of Duty World War II last year, where we saw about a 30% full game download mix, which was up pretty consistent with what we've seen the past few years, about 5 points year over year. And based on what we're seeing so far in sell-through,
all right. Well, I don't care about that. That's whatever. Okay, so those were just like some key notes inside the industry. Blah 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 blah. That's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to get some insight into the actual industry, and I know that was like hella boring, y'all. I know. I'm sorry, but I think listening in on something like this is good for gamers and us as like consumers to know that these companies are in it for the money. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are very intelligent out there, especially if you're hanging out with us. I know y'all know that they're in it for the money. They don't care about you know, they're not worried about if the game is fun or not. They're just worried about if it can retain our attention. And you've noticed the key word they've been using all that time is just retention, player retention, because they're trying to keep us addicted to their games, addicted to their, you know, whatever practices they got going on in their games, and staying in their ecosystem so they can, you know, get whatever revenue they can from us, however they can, with little to no effort, it seems, for the most part. Like, I can't speak on the developing side, but definitely on the business side of it, it's just about the money. It's just about the profit. The developing side, yeah. Go ahead.
To interject, of course they're gonna talk about player retention. This is a business like, not saying that what you're saying is invalid.
Oh, I know.
Totally with you, but we have to remember that a lot of these, like, these people who are on the business side of gaming, not the ones out here making the game, they are not like Satoru Iwata was, where he actually cares about, what did he say before he died? Like, the amount of smiles on people's faces. They're not going to talk about the amount of smiles on people's faces in a business meeting. Like, and I know what you're saying. Yeah, like, and I know what you're saying about, like, you know, player retention. But at the same time, player retention, in corporate speak, could be, okay, is this a fun enough game to keep people, like, wanting to play the game?
Engaged, yeah.
Like, they're not going to say, oh, well, is it fun? Is it fun? Is it fun? Because that's not...
They gotta speak the language of investors.
Exactly, like, one of the things that, like, in business, like, they have to speak in terms that are measurable. Like, an investor is not gonna, like, an investor is not gonna get anything out of, like, oh, well, people think it's fun. Like, no, they need to know. The engagement shows from how many people are playing the game, when they're playing the game. So I don't really see, like, I don't know, maybe I'll look at it different because I haven't really been following this stuff. Like, I don't really know much, but it's like, but it doesn't sound like what they're talking about in their meeting doesn't sound malicious to me. But
I'm not trying to say, this is what my point was for this whole, not for anything to sound, people who are making money, they're about, it's just in and of itself, it just depends on how they decide to make it, if it's going to be malicious or not, and it just depends on what they decide to do in our games. But on the business side of things, this whole thing was not about a malicious intent. It's just, there are some gamers out there that literally do not understand what the hell is going on, and I need you people to understand that it's about money at the end of the day, and that does not mean that you're not going to get great and wonderful games. It's obvious we can get some good games, right? You know, you got your you know, Spider-Man, you got God of War, you know, Red Dead Redemption. Now, if there's great games.
Now, let's say we were listening to some game developers, the people who actually make the game,
that would be different.
Have a conversation. Of course, they're going to talk about, okay, well, we want to make this fun. We want to add this because we want people to enjoy it. You're not going to hear that from a CEO or an accountant or an investor. Like, you're not going to hear those words.
Yeah, but... And so, like, with the whole video, it's just, it's just more of an awareness for some people, because I feel like some gamers are so, you know, like, they don't understand that business, they have to speak particular terms, they have to talk particular terms, and that they're about particular things, and it's about making money. And on the development side of things, it is about the games being fun, about the games working, and all that other stuff. So I think a lot of people tend to try to, like, I don't know, it's just, for me, this was more like separating the two, to let you guys understand that there's two different forms, two different entities inside, you know, a company, such as, you know, in the gaming industry. And the business side is just about the business. They're just about numbers. They have to talk numbers. They have to have some quantity to what is going on. So they're going to be talking about how many people they have in their game, how many people, you know, how much player attention they have. They're going to be talking about, you know, how much money they're making and all that stuff. And that doesn't mean they're being malicious, so to speak, you know. But at the end of the day, you still have the developing side, which is about, is the game fun? Is the game engaging? Is the game working? You know, are players having problems with certain things? And is the game running and all that stuff? So I just kind of wanted to just do this just to get a better understanding of the business side, because we don't see that too often. That's generally what this was. It wasn't about just, oh, look how evil they are. Oh, look at the, like, no, that wasn't the case. It was just to understand a little bit on the business side of things, that this is what they go, this is their meetings, this is how they talk, this is what they're about. And while it may not be malicious, they got to think about broadening the horizon. They got to think about their investors and keeping them happy, because that's their true customers on the business side. Yeah. And then on the developing side, we're the customers on the developing side. So on the developing side, they're trying to make the game fun and enjoyable for us and all that good stuff, and make sure that the games work and all that good stuff. But on the business side, they have to make sure that the players, us, stay within their ecosystem and also spend money. I mean, it just is what it is. And, you know, and if investors don't see profit, then they're going to move on to something else and, you know, stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to, I'm going to click off of this. So I just kind of wanted to like throw that out there, because I think there's a lot of people who just, they try to I don't know, I just felt kind of bad for the guys on stage at BlizzCon. I understand that, you know, they might have been very, you know, excited about the game, and yeah, sure, it's Diablo on mobile, it's whatever, but I hope people wouldn't attack them, because it's not them making the decisions. The people making the decisions are the people we just listened to. Yeah. They're the boardroom members and stuff.
To be honest,
making these, you know,
I kind of know a little bit about what's going on with that. I don't really see why people are mad, to be honest, because they said that they're working on multiple Diablos. So why are they mad about this one?
Let me give you context. This is why. So we all know that Diablo is a 20-year-old franchise. They had Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and Diablo 3 was like 6 or 7 years ago. And recently, not recently, but like some time ago, they had an April Fool's joke where they put on their blog site, you know, they put on their site a blog, and they were advertising a mobile Diablo game as an April Fool's joke. And so up until that point, you know, so it's whatever. And then it's like, so up until that point, from then on, from 6 years, you know, or whatever, I don't know how long, but I know it's around 6 years or so, that they haven't had any new content added to their game. Probably, I think maybe last year or a year before that, they might have had some extra downloadable content, but nothing specific has been added to their game, has been updated in the game. There's no talk about a new Diablo, nothing.
But they are.
No, hold on, listen. Recently, the games media started making hype train kind of, you know, I guess news talking about how there's a Diablo 4 coming. Diablo 4 might be announced at BlizzCon. This, that. Basically, the games media was hyping up the Diablo, you know, fan base. Then Blizzard came in to try and quell that and tell them, hey, look, you know, they didn't tell them flat out that Diablo 4 wasn't coming, but they told them we have multiple things going on. We have multiple things that we're working on, but you have to be patient. Please don't get your hopes up at BlizzCon. We do have an announcement, but, you know, it might not be what you think it is. Please calm, you know, they're trying to calm them down. And they did, you know, they did a good job with that. But at the same time, you come on screen, you came to this is a convention about predominantly PC gamers, basically. Predominantly PC and some console gamers, and they're coming and they want to hear about PC games, and you announce the next game on mobile to a predominantly PC crowd. Plus, you had an April Fool's joke about Diablo being on, you know, mobile at one point. That's kind of sad. Why would you do that? But, and at the same time, it's like, why would you go into a convention for just a mobile game? You could have at least, you know, announced a couple of other things, even though you said we have multiple projects going. You didn't show any, or you didn't talk about it. You're too vague. They've just been continuously vague about everything, continuously pulling these guys by their nose. They put up jokes, you know, to them and stuff, and then now they're experiencing this, and these people are passionate, and I understand why you're mad. That they shouldn't be, you know, death threats and all that. You shouldn't be doing that. But at the end of the day, put it like this: if we were to go to, let's say we go to a convention and we want to hear about a particular game that we haven't heard about for a long time, you're spending money, you know, for food and lodging and all this stuff, travel and all this stuff. You go to the convention only to hear that it's about a mobile game, when you thought they were going to make they were going to give you an announcement about another addition to the game that you had, maybe a remaster or a new addition to the game or anything other than just mobile. And at least I could say this: Bethesda, they announced a mobile game, but they also announced their next addition to their franchise for Skyrim. With Gears of War, they announced the mobile game, but they also announced Gears of War 5. So you can't just come in announcing to your predominantly PC console crowd a mobile game and nothing else and expect them to be all excited.
I mean, like, I get it. I get it.
It's like we're the Western crowd. We ain't big about the mobile crowd, and it's just it was really disrespectful because then they're like, "Don't you guys have phones?" Like, dude,
oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, they said that. They were like, but because the guy was like, is there any chance that we could probably get this mobile game as a supplement and maybe you could put it on PC or something? And they were like, no, it's just completely mobile. Then the crowd booed, of course, they were upset, whatever. And then the guys on stage were like, well, don't you have phones? It's like, dude, I have an asshole too, but I don't mean I want something up it all the time now, do I? So no, you don't, it's they were just being very kind of entitled to our time and money, and me personally, I understand why they're a little upset. And for the most part, when I was watching most of the videos on all the Diablo fans and stuff, most of them, they basically said they don't care about the fact that you announced a mobile game. What they were mad mostly about is the fact that you decided a mobile game was all you were going to announce for a big event that a lot of people spend money to come see, and we're predominantly PC, and you had nothing else to show us, just mobile game. And it's like it just seemed like it was a slap in the face because they waited for 6 years for something.
I mean, like,
and you didn't even tell us nothing.
I get that, like, that definitely sucks. But at the same time, I feel like it could totally be worse because I've experienced worse. Because, like, at the same time, even though they only went to BlizzCon with a mobile game, like, you at least knew, like, okay, well, we're also working on other Diablo things, which is, I believe, obviously going to be Diablo 4. Because, like, when, I'll give an example, and it's a very painful example. We hadn't heard anything about Metroid, for example, since Metroid Other M on the Wii. That was, like, what, 2010? Something like that? Mm-hmm. We hadn't heard anything about Metroid. Nintendo continuously pretends like Samus doesn't exist. Whenever Samus has an anniversary, they just let it go and pass without saying anything about it. And then here comes 2015 or 2016, and we get some nonsense Metroid Prime Federation Force. Like, now Nintendo had kept us literally in radio silence since Metroid Other M. To me, that's a reason to be salty if a company is completely radio silent. But if they
only recently started talking about, we have both projects.
I don't know, because Daniel, I don't follow Blizzard, but Daniel said that they did say at BlizzCon that they had other Diablo things. That's what I'm saying. They said at BlizzCon they had other Diablo things, but they wouldn't be at BlizzCon. So at least they gave people a heads up.
No, you're not listening. They only said it after a whole bunch of news outlets kept telling them that.
So did they say it at BlizzCon or did they say it after BlizzCon?
After it was at BlizzCon, they were talking about this stuff. But at the same time, you have these news outlets telling, hyping people up, which they shouldn't be listening to them anyway. But they've been radio silent this whole time. It's the same exact situation. Literally, Blizzard has not been talking to the Diablo fan base. I've been looking into it. They haven't been saying nothing. They only recently were talking and saying stuff because they're trying to keep people's expectations down because they didn't have nothing to show them. And only thing they had to show them was a mobile game. And it's the same exact situation with that. You guys, it was a mobile game on 3DS. Nobody wanted, and it wasn't even Samus in it. Like, nobody wants that crap. You know what I'm saying? But now they're talking, now they show you guys that they're working on a new, Metroid and stuff. And it would have, buffered the announcement if they had just something, like just slapped up some splash page or something, or if they had something else. And they kept telling them at the thing that they have stuff in the works, but it's like you slapped us in the face with a mobile game, and then you're starting this mantra with, we have multiple projects, but at the same time they're also talking about they're bringing more of their games to mobile. After they say we have multiple Diablo projects, then there's backtrack. But we have more mobile games coming from our other franchises and stuff. Is like, okay, whatever. And I understand your situation. I understand where you're coming from. Where it's not that big a deal. I'm not invested in Diablo at all. Like, I'm not.
Maybe it's because I don't care. I don't really care about Diablo. I don't really care about Blizzard. So maybe that's why I don't care.
It's exactly why. It's exactly why. You don't give a shit either one. So it's like, why do I care? It doesn't affect you. And to put it like this, I'm only invested in the Overwatch side of things. So the Diablo thing doesn't matter to me. But at the end of the day, seeing all this stuff with Blizzard, it's like, oh, okay, I can make an informed decision to maybe back away because I see where they're going, and I'm not really big on, like, I play my fair share of mobile games, so I can't sit up here and be hypocritical. But at the end of the day, certain games I just do not believe belong on mobile, and it is what it is. It's like, it's unfortunate for you guys in the Diablo community. I feel for you. I mean, I can understand, but at the end of the day, it doesn't affect me. So it's like,
Siri said in my chat, Blizzard didn't release content for Diablo 2 for 8 years, then randomly announced Diablo 3. People need to relax. We know Blizzard is slow as all hell.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. And that's the part that kind of was like, oh, well, that's kind of sucky because you know what's funny is, like I was saying, I'm in the Overwatch community, and in the Overwatch community, you might think that Blizzard is on their game.
It seems like they are with Overwatch.
It seems like it. Oh, it seems like it. But if you're in the community, you would realize, you would know that Blizzard does not talk to their. They do not engage us. We don't hear anything. They've been radio silent up until BlizzCon, and then we get the announcement of a new hero, which we always get every BlizzCon. So it's like, whatever, cool, and a cinematic, and then they're radio silent again. And now they're, and then there's talking with the community a little bit because BlizzCon just came around, but they'll be radio silent within the next couple of weeks again, and just ignoring everybody. But they've been kind of
says that this is just as bad as the Federation Force situation.
It's pretty much.
I mean, the more you talk about it, the more it kind of does sound like that, though.
It's kind of the same thing. It's like, because you guys didn't hear anything from Nintendo, just quiet, crickets for forever, and you were at the point of giving up hope. I'm pretty sure that you'll ever see a Metroid. So I know the fan base, or the Metroid fan base, they were just like, forget about it. We're not getting Metroid. They can't even be bothered. She's all up in Smash Brothers, but you can't even be bothered to bring her true to form. Then they talk about Federation Force, and everyone's face just crashed.
Everybody lost their. I was one of them. I was like one of the Diablo fans when that happened. I was livid.
So that's exactly how they felt. That's how the Diablo fans felt. You mean to tell me all this year you've been quiet? You've been slow to any kind of updates, if anything, and out of nowhere you make an announcement. And when did they make that announcement? Wasn't it on a was it at E3 or
it was at E3 last year? There you go.
Yep, E3. No, not the Metroid announcement.
Oh,
Federation Force.
Federation Force was 2015.
Was it an E3 conference, or was it one of their direct?
I think it was E3, and like what made it worse is because you know how Nintendo does like their competitions at E3 now.
Yeah.
Like, it was at the Nintendo World Championship. Remember that one year when they had Mario Maker and like it was lit? It was that year, and like what made it worse is like they were doing the Nintendo championships, and part of the competition was that it was like soccer, not soccer ball. It was some ball that you had to basically zap from one goal, and you had to get it into like the opposite team's goal. I forgot what the freak that mode was called.
Rocket League or something?
No, it was was a mode in Metroid Federation Force, and everybody was like, this looks eerily like the Metroid style. I hope this is not Metroid. And they had made us believe it was just like some new off-the-wall game that Nintendo had made. Let alone it was Metroid Federation Force, and everybody was so mad.
And that's how the Diablo fans are feeling right now. You have radio silence for years, almost a damn decade. Throw us a fucking, mediocre expansion with a few little bobbles here and there.
I'm curious.
Then
what
you
was
go
the name of that
radio
mode?
silent again.
Blast Ball. That's what it was called. Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
And then the media starts whispering about some things. come on the screen talking about, no, we don't have anything. Quell your enthusiasm. Don't get too excited. We have something to announce, but it might not be what you think it is. So don't get too excited. And you come to freaking and when they dropped that information, everybody was like, for the most part, most of the Diablo fans, when I was actually reading their backstory, they were like, okay, so after they told us to calm down and quell our enthusiasm and like, don't expect anything. We were mostly thinking that they would just give us like maybe add on to Diablo 3, maybe something small like that, and we'll be fine with that. Nope. See, they weren't asking for much. They just wanted something.
Yeah.
Anything that wasn't on freaking like mobile. They would have taken a snippet, anything. You could have slapped a freaking picture on the splash screen and said in development, and they'd have been happy with that.
Oh my god.
So that's all that was. But I just I just wanted you guys just to kind of see, the two different sides of things and whatnot. It is what it is.
I still need to get into Path of Exile a little bit more, read. I have Path of Exile and I have Grim Dawn, and I didn't really get to play those games like I wanted to.
Path of Exile.
Path of Exile is an MMO, top-down MMO on the PC, similar to Diablo and games of that ilk. Same as Grim Dawn. Very good game, BT Dubs, Grim Dawn. But I kind of low-key want to play that now. It's the weekend. I could actually play games.
It's the weekend. I can play.
See, Reed, we still got to play some Elder Scrolls Online, bruh. I don't have a life, so I don't play MMOs like I used to. The only MMO that I've been playing these days is Dauntless, but that's because Dauntless is literally pick up and play. Anyway, I didn't mean to derail.
Oh no, we're fine.
He started talking about MMOs, I got excited.
That's cool. That's pretty much all I got. I mean, unless there's anything else you kind of want to jump on that release all those emails.
Nintendo still doesn't understand that their online sucks.
Oh,
they keep reposting the online trailer like the dislike ratio is gonna change.
Oh, let me go back dislike on there.
I keep hearing a lot of people say that like Nintendo fans are giving Nintendo a pass on this online, but in my opinion, I don't see that. People are making it very known that they don't like what this online has to offer. And Nintendo never misses out on an opportunity to boast about like how well they're doing, because like they're pretty candid about when they do well. So they're still shy to say exactly how many people have subscribed to their online.
What happened to the volume?
Oh no. But yeah,
no, stop talking. Stop talking.
Sorry.
Oh my god, what just happened, you guys?
I don't know. Did I disappear?
What happened to the...
I don't know, Coupon.
Oh, no.
I can hear it on my end.
What happened? You hear it?
I can hear... What? Hello?
Oh, okay,
Coupon?
my dislike is still here. Oh, hold on, I gotta refresh. Hold on.
Yeah. But Nintendo will not say how many people have subscribed to their online, because they know that they haven't reached their... They know that they haven't reached their goal. Like, let me find that article. I thought it was so funny. Hold on, let me find it. Go Nintendo. It was on Go Nintendo. I saw it literally today. Okay, here's the article. I know this is completely off topic, but since we're talking about companies in corporate speak, we might as well talk about one of the ones who's been on the biggest corporate speak this weekend. It just so happens to be my favorite. So it says here, hold on, Coupon, I'll send you the link. It says here, coming from Nintendo president, the new one, Shintaro Furukawa, during an investors Q&A. He says, "We think Nintendo Switch Online had a good launch, but the service was only just begun. So we have no plans to disclose any current subscriber ratios or number of subscribers at this time." Now, you know for a fact, if Nintendo's subscribers like was what they wanted it to be, you better know that they would have bragged, especially to their investors, because Nintendo loves to tell their investors how much money they're making. Right. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo's candid about their fails too. Like during the Wii U, they were not shy about, oh yeah, well we lost money actually, you know. But when they make money, they like to tell you they make money. And it says here, our objective for launching the service is to bring more games, more features, more fun. That stupid slogan they're using, which is not even true, to Nintendo Switch. Our focus at this point is on boosting the appeal of the service. We need to further enhance. Right. It ain't nothing there, so you can't go nowhere but up. Our focus at this point is on boosting the appeal of the service. We need to further enhance the content of the service for the subscriber base to reach a certain size. So that is what we're working on, with the understanding that it will take time to do so will be measured in years. As for the kind of service we will develop in the future, blah, 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 blah. Talking about physical services. I don't really care about that. But anyway, the Nintendo, he basically told us in a roundabout way that they are not making the quota that they hoped on this subscription service. So yay. So we thought people was out here buying it in droves, apparently not to their liking. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, my like was still here because I clicked on it and it blew it. It's still here. So.
And my money would continue to stay in my pocket.
Yep. And then they tell me, oh, we got YouTube. I'm like, what's the point? I don't need
Okay, who cares?
I don't care. It's a little too late, my dude.
I'm not gonna lie though, I did use it yesterday because I was listening to an audiobook of this book I'm reading and it was lit.
That's fine.
You don't need the online service to use the app, so that's good.
Yeah, that's what's up. But like at the end of the day, I don't care about what Nintendo.
President of Ness of Nintendo. What?
Like,
if Nintendo drops a mobile MMO or big game worth of online, I'll be in. Nope. Not even if Metroid has online. That's how firmly I am on my stance.
I mean, I'm getting Smash Brothers, but you won't be.
I will not be playing it online. I'm playing World of Light.
Me too.
World of Light all day. So y'all go see me play Smash, but I won't be online.
All I'm saying is my Switch is offline.
My Switch is an offline.
Whatever online stuff they got, it will not be played on this channel.
Exactly.
Not by Nintendo. So.
My Switch is an offline console.
Until they get their shit together. And if they never get their shit together, then I never play online then, I guess. Oh well.
There it is.
Unfortunate, because I know there's people that always only, but $20 is still money to me.
$20 more than free.
Yeah, I'm a struggle gamer. Y'all didn't understand this. $20 is important. I could put that money into a different game or into doing something else. Get my nail done.
Okay.
And my hair did.
Okay. Okay.
Food,
$20 more than free is enough for me to pass.
Yeah. So like
the president doesn't look like Ness. He looks like Toad.
And if this is what this president is gonna do, he's on a rough start already.
Yeah.
He on a rocky start with me already.
I kind of miss home dude, the old dude.
Yeah, the other dude knew what he was doing.
I know. I can still play Paladin, so I ain't tripping. And then Warframe is coming to Switch soon, so I'll be playing that too. Cause I ain't spending no money for no Splatoon, even though I like Splatoon, but I ain't spending no money.
Super Mario Party Nintendo Switch bundle, Nintendo eShop update. Oh wait, they got a taiko drum.
Yeah.
In the eShop.
I posted that to you on Twitter. I don't know if you saw.
I forgot all about it though.
I was like, oh, this is Taiko Drum. I know that coupon. She go hard for this.
I'll probably pick that up. What else is going on? Pikachu and Eevee are getting close to the end of their road.
Speaking of Pikachu and Eevee, do you plan on getting Pokemon?
Nope, I canceled that.
I don't care about Pokemon. When I found out that you could only play with one Joy-Con, like I don't care no more.
I just canceled it because it's just.
And it don't really look like the Pokemon I want. I'll probably just wait to the real one.
Yeah. I have to be frugal in where I spend.
Yeah, I don't really care about Pokemon no ways. Like really, like it's just because like I didn't really care to play it on 3DS, so it's like I guess I'll play it on a console then.
Like I never played Pokemon before, so why would I start now? I might as well just not.
I don't care enough.
I understand why they did the Pokemon Go, and it was something appealing. Let's Go Pikachu and all that stuff. I understand why they did it because it's something that appeals to me, a person who's never played Pokemon before. I can get in it, and all that stuff. But at the same time,
to me it looks a little too casual though. I'm like, this one Joy-Con, you like tossed it in. Like, don't get me wrong, like I had some fun with motion control games on the Wii and stuff, and I actually like motion control, but it just looked too simplistic for me. I don't know. I don't know if I care enough, to be honest.
Gaming expansion plans.
What's good, Miss K in the building? What's up? Prime 4 better sell well. Well, the Nintendo Switch has this amazing ability to allow games to sell well. Kirby has sold like 2 million, so there's no freaking reason for Metro not to sell. If Kirby sold 2 million, like, get out of here.
True.
Like, people just have this.
Even though she trying to put shade on my boy Kirby, you know.
I like Kirby, but Kirby Star Allies wasn't it, bro. It wasn't it.
It wasn't it. It really wasn't. I'm not gonna
I'll wait till that joint becomes a Nintendo Select.
It is gonna be one.
That's you already know it's gonna be a Nintendo Select.
It is. I should have just waited too. Oh well, it's whatever.
Here lately, I've been thinking about pulling out my Wii U. I know. Because I really want to go back and play Pikmin 3 because I really miss Pikmin.
I just want to play Xenoblade Chronicles X again.
I want to play Xenoblade again. I want to play Pikmin 3 again. And then I want to play some of my Wii games. You know what? I'll deal with it. I don't care.
I think
Samus Returns only sold around 500K because nobody's playing the 3DS right now. The 3DS is a dying platform.
It really is.
Like people at this point are just buying it for their children to have something to play with, but like nobody's like hardcore playing 3DS no more.
Put it like this: what games what serious games are being put on the platform that they used to put on? There's games they seriously put on the game. They were really serious about putting stuff on there. Look at the last games that they put on the 3DS. I want to see if they have a list. I want to see a list. Hold on. List of
Yoshi's Woolly World port,
3DS games.
Mario Maker port,
Nintendo 3DS new releases, Nintendo Game Store. Let's see, what's some new release that just came out? All right, so they got Luigi's Mansion, Yokai Watch.
Nobody cares about Yokai
Watch. WarioWare, the Sushi Strikers, Dylan's Deadhead Breakers.
That should have been on Switch.
Yeah, Captain Toad, Treasure Hunter. Kirby Battle Royale, Pokemon Ultra Sun, some styling stars, Savvy, and then the Mario Party.
Yeah, like 100. Nobody.
That should have been on freaking Switch.
Should have been on Switch. Dylan should have been on Switch. Luigi's Mansion Remake should have been on Switch. That Fire Emblem, what's it called? What was it called? Fire Emblem. Path to Valentia, whatever that was called. That should have been on the Switch. I was real salty about that.
Yeah.
Even though I have a 3DS, I could happily and easily play it, but I would have played it on my Switch. What else was on the 3DS? They had put that Yoshi game on the Switch that was on the Wii U. They put Mario Maker on the 3DS that was on the Wii U.
Like they don't really have any
they're not major games, right?
They're not major games anymore. Like they used to be putting a lot of major games. They haven't been doing that, and then they had to recently reassure the 3DS crowd that
they still making games for it.
That they're still making games, and they know damn well
damn well they about to dead this console. Like
they're about to call this console gone. Like this console's gone, y'all.
Just wait until the Switch officially hits 40 million. I think that's what they waiting on. Because remember they said this year that they wanted to try to hit at least 20 more million. Right now they're at 23. So I think they really wanted to hit they only made like 10. So they half their goal. I don't know why they thought they was gonna make that with no games. Like all you got is really I get it. Pokemon is a big game, but it's not the Pokemon people want. Smash is a big game. But I'm wondering how many people who don't already care about Smash are really gonna go out their way to buy this game. Like people who don't get me wrong, Smash is a big seller, but it's not the kind of game that brings in new people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Pokemon is one of those kind of games that could potentially bring in old fans and then new people. Samus Returns should have been upscale for the Switch. I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, at this point, we're just kind of shooting the breeze.
We're just kind of shooting the breeze, so I guess we can go ahead and close.
If y'all have something y'all want to say real quick, because I've been so out the loop on the games. Like, is there something going on in the game right now that I don't know nothing about? Because I'm not in the loop.
I haven't been in the loop either. I like I said, the only reason I knew about the deal is I was watching the BlizzCon stuff because I was looking for Overwatch.
The Overwatch stuff.
This is the only reason I know about any of stuff, and then I started looking up all the Blizzard talks and Diablo stuff because the drama's hilarious. I don't want nothing to do with it, but I'll look from the outside and hold my popcorn because that's funny.
I just can't. I have no semblance of,
and it does not bother me. It's just like, okay, well, I understand why they're mad, and I hope more power to everybody. Hope you get what you want, but at the end of the day, it doesn't affect me, and I don't care. But
EJ, C. Reed, I really have no semblance of caring in my body for Pokemon Let's Go.
She don't care.
Like, there's no part of my body that cares, to be honest.
Let's put it like this. Like, I had it on pre-order, just like I had, Star Fox on pre-order. That's the name of the name. It's not Star, it's Star Fox. I had Star Fox on pre-order, and I had Pokemon Let's Go, or I should say Eevee, because fuck Pikachu. And I think somewhere along the lines, I was just like, I don't care about these games, but I don't
really care.
Cancel them. I don't care.
Like, I kind of cared in the beginning because I'm like, dang, yeah, finally Pokemon coming to console, like, that'll give me a chance to play it, but I'm gonna just wait to the real one.
I'm low-key probably gonna cancel my pre-order for Smash as well.
Yeah, I feel you.
And get that at a later date because I don't give a damn about a Piranha. Fuck him too.
I just want to play that World of Light mode because Kirby to go.
But I could wait till later. It's not like it's going.
You ain't gotta get a day one. What I really want to play, really not coming till 2019. Like I told y'all in the summertime, like I'm kind of sleep on Nintendo right now. Like I just need Yoshi. I need Fire Emblem, huh?
Yeah, that's like my thing with Nintendo right now. It's just kind of like
I'm kind of sleep on Nintendo right now, to be honest.
Like this year, and this is how I'm feeling. I'm not mad at Nintendo or anything.
Yeah, I'm not mad at them. No, it ain't Wii U bad. It ain't Wii U bad. Like there's stuff to play. I just don't care.
But like, here's the thing. So it's like, okay, yeah, online, whatever. Just ignore it and y'all do y'all. But like, for me with Nintendo, this year has been their snoozing year. This is their year to kind of catch up on things.
They sleep, I'm sleep.
So it's like, so that's cool. You sleep, I'm sleep. We all sleep. We just have a little nap. But next year, you need to wake the fuck up.
Right.
Bring in some shit because I don't want to hear no mess.
And if Fire Emblem doesn't come in Q1, it's gonna be a problem.
You were bringing the fire first year. You get a year to rest and relax and breathe a little bit. Get your shit together. Next year you need to start bringing some more fire. And I don't want to see no more fucking directs or E3s and shit dealing with one fucking game.
For sure.
That is a no go. I don't give a shit.
How lit the game is. Tell me more than one game.
Smash Brothers is done. Smash Brothers is done. So you ain't got no game that can hold people's attention for a whole damn direct at E3 like that. You better not.
Man, look, like I said, I'm sleep till Fire Emblem.
I'm sleep till they wake up.
I'm sleep till Fire Emblem. Like holla at me when Fire Emblem come. Holla at me when Yoshi come. When Shin Megami Tensei come, like holla at me when something else come
Xenoblade
out.
Chronicles X remake or 2 or whatever. I don't know. Give me something.
Speaking of Xenoblade, I low key want to get Torna because apparently it's way better than the main game, and you could buy it separately, so you don't even need the game.
Yeah, I know. I bought the main game, but I ended up selling it.
I have the main game.
Yeah, I sold that game. I was like, I ain't gonna play.
You might be able to get the expansion still, I don't know.
You can still get the expansion. It's standalone.
Oh, true.
All of them are standalone. They do not need the original game at all.
True. Oh, tomorrow is freaking what's it called? The Xbox thing.
What Xbox thing?
What's it called? What's that thing called? XXO. And apparently they're supposed to be talking about some game and stuff. I guess it's supposed to be like their version of like, well, I guess like a bigger version of like FanFest or like kind of like
They're talking about a game.
What's that thing PlayStation does? PlayStation Experience, whatever.
PlayStation Experience,
so it's gonna be akin to that. Apparently, people at Xbox saying keep your expectations low. So I don't know. But
I didn't have any expectations.
I mean, I don't have none either. But I'm just talking about it because it's a gaming thing that I just remembered about.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, wow. They saying that to the fanboys. The rest of us are just like, not. We don't
You're
care.
killing me. Oh my god.
We don't care.
Coupon, shush.
What I say?
That is so mean.
What's mean? The fanboys
like the rest of us don't care. They're really just preaching to the fanboys. Like we don't care.
They preach it. The rest of us don't care. I didn't even know shit existed. There you go. That's how much I care.
I didn't even know when it starts. Like I got to go to the school tomorrow because I got a plan for next week.
I didn't even know they had an event. How you have an event when you ain't got?
The only reason why I'm clued into the event is because of what's our friends over there that when we did the podcast with Grown Women Gaming because they were talking about it. So that's the only reason why I know. But
I just
supposedly
is anybody playing on Xbox still?
I ain't.
Anyway, supposedly what?
Supposedly Sunset Overdrive is supposed to be coming to PC, and if they announce that at XO, I don't care what they show. That's it.
Yeah,
that's day one. They already rated it.
Yeah,
I already know that. I already know it's coming, but I want to hear from Naymel.
You don't need an event for that. You could have put that out on a freaking.
Send it in an email. Let somebody write an article about it.
Hey man, here's the email. Send it to one of these articles. Send one of them article dudes. Tell them to write about it. There you go. Done.
As soon as I found out that Halo wasn't gonna be there, I was like, I don't care. Cause Halo Infinite not gonna be there, so I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm not looking for this event. I'm not about to stream this event because I'll be damned if I get stuck like I did with that PlayStation.
Oh my god! I'm so bro. I'm so glad I was at work that day because I was gonna be with y'all. I'm so glad I had to work that day.
They canceled it this year. That was a smart move by Sony.
If you ain't got nothing to show, don't have no show.
Don't have no show. They said we ain't got shit.
That's smart.
Low key, they winding down for the next generation any damn way. So don't sit up here and hype people up for some shit that you ain't got.
If you ain't got nothing to show, don't have no show.
So Xbox.
Good advice to these companies.
So Xbox, if all you got is just Sunset Overdrive, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm not watching it. I'll wait. Listen, I'm not watching it because I swear to God, it's a motherfucker.
You gonna get triggered.
I'll get triggered. Sit down on the couch.
Oh shoot! I mean, Sunset Overdrive on the PC will definitely please me. So I will happily buy that game a second time on the PC. Happily buy it twice. But some of these people out here ain't even bought it once. Happily. Robot. You Dr. Robotnik in this piece.
Okay, there you
right
go.
Now.
Yeah,
there we go.
You were sounding like a robot too. It's it's doing it again. Let's just end this. We're done. We're done. Our voice connection shit. I
know crazy. This has been. This has been. Yeah.
But we're gonna end it on
Xbox XO18 got coupon. Freaking Miss K.
Wait, what? Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I had nothing against Xbox, but ain't no watch you sit down on the couch. I'm just saying.
Xbox is trying to sabotage our podcast.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, it's definitely time.
Y'all ain't got no look. I ain't got no gays.
And you know the sad part about it is when I really sit back and think about it, I like a lot of what Microsoft is doing. I do some of their games, but I just don't. They really haven't given me a reason to care.
My thing is they have too much of a dry spell. They're too. When I first got the Xbox, I got it for Sunset Overdrive.
I loved my Xbox when I first got it.
They had a sprinkle of games in between, but it was a lot of dry spell.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this is highly reminiscent of the Nintendo dry spell.
Yeah. We Nintendo people, we know about that life. We don't want to experience that a second time.
Like, why am I even subjecting myself to this nonsense? And then when they canceled Scalebound, I was like, I'm out. I gotta go. Fuck y'all. I ain't got time for this shit. Y'all have to cancel this shit. And when
I first got my When I first got my Xbox, I was going hard body on Halo. I was going hard body on Titanfall, you know what I'm saying? Like, I loved my Xbox. And then I was like, after a while, I'm like, I don't really.
And I was of the mindset that I was going to keep my Xbox.
Yeah, so it was popping in the beginning. Like, it was low-key popping. And then something happened. Yeah.
And as soon as they made that announcement, hey, Skillbound gone, I'm like, no dragons. I'm out.
I mean, I quickly lost interest. I had my Xbox for maybe like 2 years.
Yeah, it took you a while to get rid of it after I got rid of mine.
Yeah, because I was still playing Titanfall and Halo heavy. I was playing those games heavy. And, like, you didn't really care about those games, so you're like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta go. Plus, you know, Switch was coming around the corner.
I was like, you know,
bang.
I gotta play that Zelda. I gotta play that Zelda.
Like, I need that extra cheddar, so, you know, you're the sacrificial lamb, Xbox.
Yeah, like, I will happily trade you in for Zelda, yes. Halo is free on PC, but it ain't the same, Siri. Like, the keyboard and mouse controls are garbage on Halo Forge. That's the reason why I don't play it. Like, I could play them with a controller. Like, I'm, you know, I don't know. I got this weird thing where if I'm playing on my PC, I would rather play with my keyboard and mouse.
See, and I'm a console player, true and true, so I still play with
like, there's some games I will play with a controller. Like, I play Dauntless with a controller. There's this one shooter I play on the PC called Mortal Kombat Versus. I play that with a controller, but if I'm gonna play a game like a shooter, like, if I'm playing on a PC, like, I want to play with my keyboard and mouse. So that's just me, though.
That's just me, though.
You know what, C. Reed? If you play Halo 5 Forge, I'll download it again, man. Because, like, that's another reason why I stopped playing it, because the community really wasn't there like that.
I know, right?
But if you play it, hit me up on Windows. Maybe we could play sometime. Make our own maps, play against each other, do them custom games. Yeah, custom games is tight. Custom games is tight. I have tried it before. Do I still have this game? Let me see. Play now. I guess I do still have it. I guess I never did delete it.
Oh, okay.
I need Halo Infinite, like, now, because that's the only reason. Literally, that is
online. It's a live service, though.
I don't care. I don't care.
A live service.
I don't care.
Transactions.
Don't care. I love Halo. I love the gunplay.
She say don't care now, but watch it when that shit gets announced.
If it's game break, like, if it's game breaking and, like, pay to win, I'm not here for it. If it's some stuff that I can avoid, I don't care. I don't play Halo. Don't care.
When did Discord get a store? Y'all
I know. Discord is changing up on us real quick.
Discord got problems. Get out of here.
Oh, shoot. Let me turn this off because I don't want to get copyright. I don't know if Microsoft do that or not.
For what?
Because you can hear the Halo theme in the background.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have that on.
Well, that's me. Because I was trying to see if I still had this game. I think I'm going to play that tonight, C. Reed. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight.
I need to play some Hollow Knight. I might stream that maybe tomorrow instead of trying to watch some people sit down on the couch.
For sure.
Yeah.
I used to be a low-key beast in Halo 5, though. Low-key. I was bodying fools.
Do I even have I never got to play Inside or Limbo. Yeah, Discord over here doing the business. They said we getting up in here in these video games real quick. We got a store, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us up. Anyway, I need to get ready to go.
Yeah, I wanna go play a game or read or something. I just wanna chill, man.
And sounding like robots again. So.
For sure. Like, my joint over here, voice connection red.
Yeah, mine is red too.
Finished the way remastered. I think I don't say I'm done with that game, but those controls are too annoying. It's a good game, but those controls are not refined. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for coming to hashtag off topic. This was a long episode, but it's been a while since y'all seen us, so whatever. Y'all love this episode.
Yeah. And like I said, I apologize if that first little portion with the video is a little boring, but I just want to give some people some deep dive into, the minds of the.
It was interesting. We had some talking points about it, so it resulted in a good conversation.
That's what's up. Yeah, next week we're gonna have some more fun stuff to talk about. Hopefully,
yeah. Maybe I'll stream after this, cause now you didn't got me hyped. Like, I was so tired when we first started the stream, and now you got me hyped.
So there you guys go. Y'all can stick around for a little bit. She should probably go live in a little bit. Go get some food first.
Maybe though.
Yeah, go eat.
For sure.
No, actually, after she eats, she gonna get that itis.
You know, but you know what? I actually ate before the podcast, so I'm good.
Okay, so that's probably why you was all listless anyway.
Maybe it could be, but then you reinvigorated me.
Itis was in your system.
For sure. And then you got me talking, and then I woke up. All right, y'all. But thank y'all for stopping by. I'm a little my language is very informal. I apologize for that. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, so we should just outro.
All right, you know where to find us. You can find me at All Things Coupon. You can find her at.
Now I'm delirious, freak. The Video Game Her on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Mixer. You should follow me on all of those social media sites. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not a subscriber, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, no matter what platform you're on, so people can see this podcast, because it was definitely a good podcast, definitely a good conversation. So yeah, man, thank you guys for coming out.
Definitely. And you know where to find me, Coupon, All Things Coupon, because you know we working at it. But anyway, I'll probably stream tomorrow, so I'm gonna let. So we gonna bounce.
For sure.
I like robots again.
Peace, y'all.